Today, I'm going to give you a live walkthrough of the exact structure that we use to produce these results for this brand in only 3 months. Now, as you can see here, this is a really good return. 5.5K spend, 62.7K back, at an 11x ROAS. That is genuine tracking as well. No overestimation, no double counting, nothing like that. And if we look over on Triple Whale, you'll see that it's even more significant how much Google Ads is crushing. You can see the in-platform attribution is at 7.93 and the Triple Whale attribution is at 14.93 with a new customer ROAS of 12.77. If you use Triple Whale, you know that these are really incredible metrics. Even on triple attribution, still really, really impressive stuff. And when we compare it to something like Meta, you can see that Google is absolutely cracking compared to Meta and doing a way better job at a way higher return. So you probably want to know how we got these results and how we're achieving such incredible results in such a short period of time. And the answer is our Google Ads structure. It's a very repeatable and predictable process to get a very significant and consistent source of revenue coming through Google. So how do we do it? I'm going to walk you through step by step the exact campaigns that you need to start in your account if you're starting from scratch. And I'm going to show you these exact campaigns live in the account that we're running now and walk you through how they have progressed over time and where we are at now. So to start with, the two first and probably most important campaigns that you need to start an account with is a branded search campaign and a shopping campaign. Now, how do you do this? A branded search campaign is basically just a search campaign that targets branded terms. So people who are searching for your brand in particular. These people might be coming through Meta. They might already know about you from word of mouth, organic, or literally anything, right? But they're searching for your brand and they're ready to buy from you. Now, it may seem silly to advertise on these keywords and pay for these keywords if these people are already ready to buy from you. However, it's a pivotal part of getting Google Ads success, because when you bring these people through the Google Ads funnel and through Google Ads in general, you show Google what your ideal customers look like by bringing in all of these perfect data points of ideal customers who are ready to buy from you. And the more data points that Google gets of these ideal customers from your branded search campaign, the better it's going to be able to prospect for new customers that look like these customers in your additional campaigns. So that is the significance of a branded search campaign. You don't have to spend much. You only have to spend $10, $15 a day, if that. It can be $5 a day even, just to get data points and start accelerating the Google Ads algorithm. Because the more data you have, the more likely you are to succeed. Now, once you have your branded search campaign set up, targeting your brand name, and that's all you want to target, just your brand name, nothing else, then you want to set up a shopping campaign. Now, the reason we set up a shopping campaign and not a PMAX campaign is because PMAX is very, very reliant on data, more so than any other campaign type. And when you are early in an account, you don't have much data to work with. However, shopping, on the other hand, is less reliant on data and can perform reasonably well without needing to leverage automated bidding to a great extent. So what we do is we create a shopping campaign. Now, in the shopping campaign, you only want to have your 3 to 5 best-selling products, maybe a few more if you have a lot of bestsellers, but you only want your best-selling products. The reason for that is because by introducing your best-selling products early on in the account, it gives you the best chance of succeeding overall, because those bestsellers are more likely to convert, more likely to get you sales than any other kind of products that you have. So when you create this new campaign with your 3 to 5 bestsellers, you're going to want to use maximize clicks as your bidding strategy. Don't use maximize conversions, maximize conversion value, because you just don't have enough conversion data yet and it's not going to work well. So to start with maximize clicks and then start bringing in the conversions, right? If you've optimized your products well on Merchant Center, I have a video on that on my channel. Go check that out if you like. If you have well-optimized products on your Merchant Center, then you'll find that you will be getting relevant clicks and relevant search traffic coming through your shopping campaign. Make sure to use negative keywords too to exclude any unwanted traffic. And then you should ideally start to get purchases coming in as well. If you have a good offer and a good product, you should definitely be getting purchases through your branded campaign. Now, once you're getting purchases, once you're getting some conversions, let's say 15 to 30 conversions, I recommend shifting your shopping campaign over to an automated bidding strategy. So that's when you can start using things like maximize conversion value, even potentially TROAS, depending on how many conversions you have. But you shift over to maximize conversion value, let your shopping campaign go wild, get some conversions, and then after you get to about 30 to 50 conversions consistently per month, then you want to shift into a PMAX structure. And this is where the fun begins, because PMAX campaigns are extremely powerful if you have good data points in the account to inform the algorithm. So what did we do in this account? After we started with our branded search, after we introduced our shopping campaign, then we moved into a PMAX centric structure for our non-branded acquisition. We converted our shopping campaign into a brand-only shopping campaign. So now this is collecting only branded traffic. We have a script in there that excludes anything that isn't branded traffic. So now we have our branded search and our branded shopping campaigns. But then we have our 4 primary PMAX campaigns that drive the majority of our revenue. Now, you will notice that our first PMAX campaign, and the one that spends the most for us, is just a PMAX campaign with our best-selling products. So it's basically a duplicate of that shopping campaign that we started with, but now we're leveraging the PMAX algorithm to promote these best-selling products even further and show them to more people across more networks with a higher targeting efficiency. So you want that PMAX bestsellers campaign with all of your best products. Now, after introducing that PMAX campaign, that should be your first priority when you are introducing PMAX. Then you can introduce another PMAX campaign for all of your other products. So everything else that isn't a bestseller, and you can let those products rotate through. Make sure that you're allocating all of them sufficient amounts of spend. If you find that one is getting all the spend and poor results, disable it and let the others run, right? If you're finding one's getting all the spend and really good results, promote it to your bestsellers campaign. And then in that way, in that process, you can rotate through all of your PMAX, all the products in your PMAX other campaign, and you can find some new bestsellers while still testing all of your other products. Now, what we found when we were running through our tests in our PMAX all other products campaign is that we had 2 categories of products that stood out really, really well above the rest and seemed to perform better than other products. So we gave them their own PMAX campaigns. And this is another thing that you should be doing. If you find there are specific categories or specific margin ranges or specific groups of products that perform better than others outside of your standard bestsellers, then you should be giving them their own PMAX campaigns. Because what this does is it allows the algorithm to lock in on those specific groups and target them more effectively. Not only that, but it also lets you allocate specific budgets and shift budgets relevant to the performance of these product groups and product types in your account. So I definitely recommend breaking out PMAX campaigns for any performing categories of products. And that's literally it. Once you have a segregated and effective and scalable PMAX structure with your branded traffic all going into search and shopping, you can scale pretty far as long as you have demand in your market for the products that you are searching for, or the products you are selling rather. If you have, existing search demand, it will be very easy to get profitable performance on these products. Of course, if you have a good offer as well. Now, what's the next step? And the next step that we are going to be taking in this account here is introducing demand gen campaigns and top of funnel campaign types. So this account and brand in particular has massive, massive potential for top of funnel traffic, for demand gen, for top of funnel search, just due to the nature of the product and the offer and the market. So introducing those demand gen campaigns not only will allow us to reach a much larger audience at the top of the funnel, but it also lets us fill our audience in the middle and bottom of funnel, which is saturated by these PMAX and search and shopping campaigns. So we're going to get more customers all the way through the funnel. We're going to get more awareness, and we're just going to expand our serviceable audience. That's the next step. Now, if you're at that step for your Google Ads account, that is usually when I would recommend bringing in a professional, because it can get quite hard to handle demand gen campaigns and top of funnel campaigns if you're not an expert on Google Ads. In saying that though, you can definitely reach this level of scale yourself if you spend a bit of time working on Google Ads. But if you don't want to, you can also work with an expert to do it for you. If you decide to work with us, for example, we would happily introduce all of the PMAX campaigns you require, all the branded search and all the branded shopping to help you potentially achieve results like this client did here and get 62K return from only 5K spend. Pretty incredible, right? And you can see this is all legitimate, all genuinely tracked, and you saw the tripwire results as well. Really, really good new customer figures. So if you want some help scaling up your Google Ads account, please feel free to book a call with me using the link in the description. Otherwise, if you had any suggestions for future videos or any questions about this video in particular, just drop in the comments below. I do read every comment. But that's all from me today. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.